Leviticus 5. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, and Yehoshua died on the stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And Yah is a very jealous El, and he does not even want the names of idols to come to our lips. Leviticus 5. And when a being sins in that he has heard the voice of swearing and is a witness, or has seen or has known but does not reveal it, he shall bear his crookedness. Or when a being touches an unclean matter, or the carcass of an unclean beast, or the carcass of unclean livestock, or the carcass of unclean creeping creatures, and it has been hidden from him, he is unclean and guilty. Or when he touches uncleanness of man, any of his uncleanness by which he is unclean, and it has been hidden from him, when he shall know it, then he shall be guilty. Or when a being swears, speaking rashly with his lips, to do evil or to do good, whatever it is that a man swears rashly with an oath, and it has been hidden from him, when he shall know it, then he shall be guilty of one of these. And it shall be, when he is guilty of one of these, that he shall confess that in which he has sinned, and shall bring his guilt offering to Yah for his sin which he has sinned, a female from the flock, a lamb, or a female goat as a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him for his sin. And if he is unable to bring a lamb, then he shall bring to Yah he who has sinned 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, for one for a sin offering, the other for an ascending offering, and he shall bring them to the priest, who shall bring near that which is for the sin offering first, and nib off its head from its neck. Do not sever it. And he shall sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the slaughter place, and the rest of the blood shall be drained out at the base of the slaughter place. It is a sin offering. And he shall prepare the second as an ascending offering according to the right ruling, and the priest shall make atonement for him for his sin which he has sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. But if he is unable to bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, then he who sinned shall bring for his sin offering 1/10 of an ephah, E with a half a check mark, PHAH, a fine flour as a sin offering. He puts no oil on it, nor does he put any frankincense on it, for it is a sin offering. And he shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his hand filled with it as a remembrance portion, and burn it on the slaughter place according to the offerings made by fire to Yah. It is a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him for his sin that he has sinned in any of these, and it shall be forgiven him. And it shall be by the priests like a grain offering. And people spoke to Moshe, saying, when a being commits a trespass and has sinned by mistake against the set apart matters of Yah, then he shall bring to Yah as his guilt offering a ram, a perfect one from the flock, with your valuation in shekels of silver according to the shekel of the set apart place, as a guilt offering. And he shall make good for the sin that he has done against that which is set apart, and shall add 1/5 to it, and give it to the priest. And the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the guilt offering, and it shall be forgiven him. And when any being sins and has done what is not to be done against any of the commands of Yah, though he knew it not, yet he shall be guilty, and shall bear his crookedness. Then he shall bring to the priest a ram, a perfect one, from the flock with your valuation as a guilt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for his mistake he committed unintentionally, though he did not know it, and it shall be forgiven him. It is a guilt offering. He was truly guilty before Yah.